What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. As I promised you guys, we have new stuff coming from different brands. So today we have got something here from Rapala and Crush City. This is going to be a 2-bait video. We have got their stick worms. All right, guys, so Rapala Crush City, you all know that these are Jacob Wheeler's babies, and there's no arguing Jacob Wheeler is the #1 angler in the world right now. So I figure, what the hell, let's go ahead and get these and check them out, shall we? So these are called the Janitor and the Pig Stick. I think these are really cool names. The Janitor, meaning that you're gonna kind of come in and clean up with this bait, and then of course the Pig Stick is going to catch those pigs. We are going to start off with the Pig Stick, and mostly because based on the time of year that this should be releasing in, there should be a lot of you all in the spawn right now, or at least very, very close to it. And throwing a stick style bait is one of my favorite things to do during the spawn. We're gonna do the same thing that we did with last time. We're going to rate all of these baits. So right off the bat, we're gonna give it the old sniff test. All right, so these, this is going to have the exact same scent as the last one that we did. What was the last bait that we did? The Mayor. Same scent. I gotta try to get one of these out. There we go. Actually, this may not be. It's very similar though, very similarly scented. First thing that I noticed right off the bat of this worm are the octagon shapes on it. They're octagons inside of octagons, little ribs all down it. And then of course you've got the sweet spot that is going to be right here. That is the sweet spot where you're gonna want that hook. And you can just tell by the way it's setting. That thing's going to just absolutely flutter perfectly when it's coming down on top of the bed. That thing's gonna look really good. I like that a lot. I think that's gonna be, I think this is gonna be a killer little bait. I can see the salt in it. There's a lot of salt there. So we're going to go ahead and do the rip test, because here's the deal, guys. And I know somebody's gonna comment, I'm sure it happened on the first video, but obviously I'm filming this before the first video came out. I'm sure somebody's like, you're wasting a perfectly good plastic. Yes, I am wasting a perfectly good plastic. I'm doing this so that you all don't have to do it, okay? Is that glare bad? That is kind of bad glare, isn't it? Did that help any? I just realized how bad that glare is on my glasses too. Oh well, y'all don't really care about how pretty I look in this, so we'll see what we can do. All right, the tear test, I'm going to go from about here, I reckon, and we're just gonna tug, 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 tug. Oh, wow. Wow, that actually did a lot better than I was expecting it to, not gonna lie. Wow, that did a lot better than I thought it was going to. Interesting. Wow, I was not expecting that. So let's talk about how we're gonna rig these. Obviously, guys, I told you all we're going to do this right around the spawn. And this is going to just be a wacky rigged bait. I'm going to pick my favorite GP Finesse hook from Spear Point, and I'm just going to put an O-ring on here, put the hook right through it, and it's going to be as easy as that. Texture-wise, it looks really great. Like I said, it's really nice and salted, scent infused, and apparently very durable as well. Besides doing a wacky rig, I would also probably Texas rig this. How is this a 5-inch or is this a 6? This is a 5-inch. I don't know. It looks kind of, I don't know, it looks a little bigger than a 5-inch. Besides the wacky rig, I would probably throw these Texas rigged as well with an Angler Tungsten, probably an 1/8 ounce. I might go up to a 1/4 ounce, but probably an 1/8 ounce, maybe even a 1/16 ounce little worm weight. And then of course my Spear Point worm hook. I would definitely throw this kind of like a little miniature Texas rig as well, and I think that would be a really, really juicy bait there. I feel like my microphone is catching my glasses. I'm trying not to mess with the audio any. So we're gonna go to the Rapala website and we're gonna check these out. We're gonna do this for every single bait that we get. Like I said, it's not just Rapala that we're doing. I'm going to start going on to Tackle Warehouse and just every now and then spend $50 on some new stuff. You know what I mean? So just some random cool new stuff every now and then and see what we come up with. Let's see here. Rapala's website is a little complicated sometimes because they own so many companies. This is the pig stick. So it is $6.99 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for 8 baits. $6.99 for 8 baits. We've got 19 different colors. Isn't that what it said? Yeah, 19 different colors. This is what it has to say. The pig stick has a captivating shimmy as it descends, inviting bass to join in the game, enticing them to come play fetch. Extra salt content provides excellent shimmy action on the fall. We saw that, a lot of salt. Integrated slot for VMC crossover rings. Okay, that, I know what that, okay, I see what that is now. Smart injection technology combines custom combination of color flakes, salt, and scent that are added precisely where needed for the perfect presentation. That's all of the, that's all the Crush City stuff. They all come that way. What that was talking about was this, where I told you all the hook placement was going to be. They have this special band that they put on theirs that will lay perfectly in there like this, like an X. I don't use it, but I know what it's talking about. So they have made that deliberately for that. So let's talk 1 out of 10. How would I rate this bait? So just so everybody kind of knows how I view this, obviously a perfect 10 is the Senko. The Senko is kind of just the, you know, it's the epitome of a stick bait. I couldn't think of what that was called. The Senko is the perfect stick bait. Now, with that being said, a Senko rips really easily. There's no denying it. You can make the argument all you want, but even the pros carry around 100 pack bags of them because they rip so easily. It is what it is, but they're really, really effective. So when I'm looking at this bait, based on the ripability, this is a big deal to me. How difficult it was, there's the word I was looking for, how difficult it was to rip this, this is gonna automatically give it a high score. That is a big deal. I think I could probably get double the amount of fish out of this that I could a Senko. Now, the argument's going to be, well, will it get as many bites as the Senko? Because obviously the Senko is going to have a different shimmy than the pig stick will. So there's a double-sided to this. So I'm going to give this an 8.5. I think that this is going to get bit. It's going to last you a long time. The packaging on it is really nice. Of course, the hype on it is absolutely wild. The scent, it has a very nice, strong scent, heavy on the salt. We can see that as soon as we ripped it. You can see the salt sitting on there. It's heavy on the salt. So I think that an 8.5 is more than fair for this bait. So now that we are done with the pig stick, we are going to move on over to the Janitor. Like I said in the beginning, the Janitor is going to be the cleanup bait, more or less. I see the Janitor being a shaky head bait personally, just from what I've seen of it. So right off the bat, the packaging is a double-sided plastic packaging. You got to pop it open so it keeps it 100%. They're not going to get crushed. Number one pet peeve of mine, and my wife does it more than anybody I've ever met. She will walk through the bait aisle and just go through and squish them. Don't do that. Okay, let's open these up, shall we? All right. So got those open. Sniff test. All right, same scent. I believe I'm gonna take a bet. I'd be willing to bet that all of them are scented the same. And I don't know if that is bait fuel, if that is just their own scent. I'm not real sure what it is. There's no there's no talk of it anywhere on the website, not on the packaging. So I'm really not sure what the scent is. Let's grab this little sucker out. This reminds me of those little carrot sticks that we used to throw back in the day. It's got a flat bottom here, which means this is the bottom of the bait. You'll run the hook through here and then come back down through here. That is going to be where your hook slot more or less is. And I guarantee you that's what they designed it for their little X O-ring as well. So there are little ribs all down this bait that are going to displace water just ever so subtly. This color that I went with something a little different. This is Green Pumpkin Magic. The pig stick, I went with Green Pumpkin, but I wanted just something a little bit different, so I went with the gold flake in this one to make the Green Pumpkin Magic, right? Yeah, Green Pumpkin Magic. The tail is got kind of it's got flat sides on it, and then it's rounded off on the top and the bottom, and then flat sides. I like the way that looks. That's going to look really good on my Angler Tungsten Shaky Head, so I like that a lot. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just predict where this is going to rip. This bait is going to rip somewhere between here and probably about here. That's where it's going to rip. I just know it is. Let's see where it rips, and then I'm going to tell you something that I would do with this. So we're just going to pull. Yeah, it ripped right where I thought it would. Now, we ripped the tail, sure. What's wrong with this worm? I used to do this, so a lot of you all, actually most of you probably don't know, I used to pour plastics myself. I never worked with companies, I always poured my own stuff, and I had a worm that I called the Trident. It was a custom mold that I believe now, dang, I don't remember what the brand is. Terry Big Show Scroggins pours something very similar to it. And it was essentially just a little worm with two tails on it that connected, and we called it the Trident because you could fish it 3 different ways. You could keep the tails connected and they would kind of flow together. You could disconnect them and they'd kick, or you could cut them off and it was a carrot stick. So that's kind of the way I view this bait. So yes, we've now lost the tip of the tail, but now we have another worm out of it. Nothing says you can't throw this worm as is. You could even wacky rig this worm if you wanted to. So we're gonna do another rip test on this, and let's see where it breaks. Now it's gonna rip down there in the same section. It's just gonna keep pulling off sections of this tail. That's what it's designed to do. So we're gonna rip again. There goes more off that tail. So realistically, you could keep fishing this, God only knows how many times. Now, the hook point is going to be here, so now let's pull from there. This is going to prove how tough it is, and there it went finally. Went at the nose where I'd been pulling, and it started to break a little bit right there at the hook point. So another very, very durable worm that can be fished a multitude of ways. I do like the way that it breaks up the tail, just kind of giving you options there. So I think that's a really cool factor with this bait as well. Let's see here. Let's go to social media, or not social media, but their website before I give it its rating. The Janitor, we have 14 colors in the Janitor. It is 6 inches. There it is. The Janitor is the fearless worm ready to tackle the toughest tasks. When you're looking for a bite and need assistance to get the job done, count on the Janitor, roll up its sleeves, and dive right in. Notch tapered tail generates quivering with the slightest movement, integrated slot for the VMC crossover rings, and then smart injection technology as well. So 14 colors in that. I'll tell you the color that I really wanted. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. This is their plum. I don't know if you can really see it there, but I really wanted that one, but it was sold out at the time, so I wasn't able to get it. So rating wise, all right, so yet again, this is another Jacob Wheeler special. It's very well promoted. It is a very lucrative bait because of Jacob Wheeler. It's got good scent to it. I like the scent. The tearability was pretty good in it. Or the durability, not tearability, sorry. The durability was pretty good. I like that as well. And keep in mind, guys, these ratings are just first impression ratings. These are not me going on the water and giving them an entire day of testing them and everything. That'll come later on when I get the opportunity to do it. But I'm going to give these an 8. An 8. I like these a lot. Like I said, I think this is going to be a shaky head bait, a really, really good shaky head bait. All right, guys, there you have it. The Pig Stick and the Janitor from Crush City and Rapala. Guys, I don't know what y'all think about these, but I'm excited to try them out. I think these are going to play really, really well on Cherokee. I wish I would have gotten some purple colors because obviously purple works really well on Cherokee. But I must say, can I block that out? Not really. I think these are going to work really, really well on Cherokee either way, even with them not being purple. I think this is going to be a really fun bait. If you guys will remember, 2 years ago, I did a video on Cherokee that I absolutely waylaid them on a shaky head, and that's where the Janitor is going to play. And then we're going to take the pig, what is it called again? Pig stick. We're gonna take the Pig Stick to the honey hole when they will be bedding here very soon. and we're gonna have some fun with both of these. So if you guys like these videos, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment down in the comment section below. Let me know what y'all are watching from. What do you guys think about me doing this? Different plastics, different baits. Obviously, right now, I'm just doing it with a Rapala because I was able to get my hands on those really easily, but we got some other stuff that we're going to be doing as well, all kinds of other baits that are going to come. Let's hear down in the bottom. What do you all want to see? Obviously, I'm not going to do Strike King baits anymore. They've been on my channel for, what, 2 years now? So we won't do, obviously we'll do whatever brand new comes out at like iCast. But what do you all want to see until iCast? Because iCast is in July. So I will go down there and I will, you know, I'll show everybody kind of what's going on, what all is out, and then I'll do actual first impressions on them when it all comes out. But that usually doesn't come out until like November or December. So we're gonna have a little while of what you guys kind of want to see. So give me some recommendations out there. What do y'all want to see? What do you want to see me give my first impression on? Like, comment, subscribe, notifications on. Take care, everybody.